I'm back in the saddle again, out where a friend is a friend, where the longhorn cattle feed on the
I come from
lowly
country folk.
Jimson weed. I'm back in the saddle again.
People who don't put much stock or trust in the great literature of the world.
Riding the range once more.
My earliest literary nourishment came from my grandpa's country music. He would listen to the old school stuff, like this.
I got spurs that jingle, jangle, jingle, as I go riding merrily along. And the same
Another way that I got literature growing up is while sitting around the campfire and listening to my relatives tell stories. The best stories came from my grandpa, though. He was a master storyteller. He could somehow make going to the grocery store an epic adventure. We'd heard the stories all before, but they never got old. He'd talk about his experiences in World War II and how he was able to use his cowboy skills while trekking across Europe to help out his comrades. He'd talk about his experiences growing up poor during the Depression and all of his adventures on cattle drives across the country. And that was my literature. There were no Charles Dickens or Jane Austen books on the shelves of my home. And it was completely enough for me until I turned about 15 and discovered the Ramones.
Hey, oh, let's go. Hey, oh, let's go. Hey, oh,
I don't really know which came first, me wanting to rebel against my society and then the Ramones, or the Ramones and then me wanting to rebel. But regardless, I was sick and tired of the whole simple country thing. I was tired of everyone wanting to make me be a specific thing. I wanted my own thing, something that I chose. So I became a punk.
hey, oh, let's go. See them in the back now. What they want, I don't
The Ramones soon led to other punk rock bands like the Sex Pistols, the Clash, the Misfits, which has led to a lifetime of trying as hard as I can not to conform. The Ramones were influenced by bands like the Beach Boys and the Beatles, music that was more simple and light.
Oh yeah, I'll tell you something. I think you'll
The
understand.
Beatles were influenced by artists like Chuck Berry. Chuck Berry was influenced by the blues. And the blues comes out of American slavery.
Lord, it's so hard living this life, a constant struggle.
I find it interesting, though, that when you trace country music back far enough, you see that it, too, was heavily influenced by African American music. So here, all this time, I thought I was taking part in music that was completely different from what I grew up with. But at the roots, they are almost the same.
Let me be by myself in the evening breeze. Listen to the murmur of the cottonwood trees. Send me off forever, but I ask you please, don't fence me in, just turn me loose. Let me straddle my old saddle underneath the western sky.